What is happening? I'm N64Josh, and it's another vlog. Today we're going to be talking about Nintendo Direct. There's all kinds of rumors that there's going to be a Direct. And I was looking at things last year, and I remember last year that we were in a serious lull when it came to Nintendo and it came to any kind of news. The fourth quarter of their fiscal year is January through March. And last year it was relatively slow. Now, I think that was the case because of Animal Crossing getting delayed. I feel like Animal Crossing being delayed kind of threw the whole year out of whack. That's not the case this year. There's nothing delayed at the moment. And so we're early in the month of January, but we have no game announcements yet. I just finished Hyrule Warriors, and so that's a game I believe we're going to hear a little bit more from. And we also know Animal Crossing has some news for us, right? We've got Pave is showing up in January, and then we have the March event. So I'm live on Twitch right now. I'm talking with my chat. I tweeted out yesterday about this Direct, and everybody's opinions are so different, right? We had that recent leak that there was a Direct coming out, and we know that Nintendo is breaking up their Directs into, as far as I can tell, they're breaking it up into indies, third parties, and then first parties or like major, like AAA games, if you will. That's kind of what last March's Direct was for the most part. And that also included some DLC. So, we just had a Monster Hunter Rise Direct, information. I believe that came from Capcom though, not Nintendo. Pokemon's going to have a big year, but they typically do their own showcases. Although the games, if Nintendo does a Direct anytime soon, I believe we'll see something from Pokemon in that Direct. Just not a lot of news. Just kind of, teaser, trailer, that kind of thing. But we really don't know what's going on. So, like I said, I finished Hyrule Warriors. That game, I'm pretty sure, and I've seen that there's been data miners that have said there is DLC coming for that game. So if we do get a Direct soon, here's a few of the things I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see DLC for Hyrule Warriors. I think we're going to find out more about the Animal Crossing Mario crossover. When it comes to games, of course, we got to get some info on Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, because we really don't know anything about that. So that's got to be coming soon. I doubt we need to hear much more about Monster Hunter at this point, but it doesn't hurt to keep promoting that game. That game did basically shut down the eShop. So I think that's a pretty good sign that people are very, very excited about this game. So Kyle from Twitch chat says, hopefully they release some of that soft war. Yeah, exactly. So, are we gonna get Mario Kart 9? A lot of people are anticipating some Zelda game announcements. If you look back at that last Direct, I took a look at it yesterday, and it had things like Clubhouse games, Xenoblade Chronicles: The Definitive Edition, information on Animal Crossing, which I believe was the last we heard before the game launched. I'm pretty sure, or else the game had just come out and they still were giving more info on it. And so that Direct was kind of the only major Direct we had for the year. And so hopefully we see one sooner than later. I would love to see a game, even if it gets shadow dropped, something in January from Nintendo. As of right now, we don't have anything. So, Mario Kart 9 is a game that, again, would love to see. If you guys know me at all, you know how much I love Mario Kart, so I'm ready. But a Mario sports title. Mario Golf is really what I'm hoping for. When I tweeted this out yesterday, that I had somebody reply that they hope it's a Mario Sports mix. I'm not on that team. I'm not on that team at all, because I feel like the last Mario Sports mix, which was on the 3DS, was kind of albeit the games were fun, they were bite-sized versions of themselves, and they kind of felt lacking. I would prefer either they do this, they don't do so many games, and we see like golf and soccer maybe put together for a sports pack, and then maybe hoops, but they're actually legitimate sports titles that are a lot of fun. Or they give it the Aces treatment and we get some single player aspect to it, but they flesh it out even further than Aces. Aces, I feel like, was 75% there with the campaign stuff. Maybe some RPG elements like the classic handheld games, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis from the Game Boy days, Game Boy Color. A lot of people really like those, with the continue leveling up as you're playing, and so maybe we see something like that. Chat, I want to hear from you guys. What are some things that you guys would want to see? I can see Hoffman saying we need all the Zelda. I'll be honest with you guys. I picked up my 2DS yesterday and was I'm going to finish Ocarina of Time and start Majora's Mask on there, just for like my, before I fall asleep at night gaming. Miguel says GameCube. Let's get some GameCube games. Easy peasy. Strikers was such a good game. It really was. And can you guys imagine Strikers with an online component? I would love that. Super Nintendo says maybe we'll get some sort of Pushmo collection, or sometimes the size or something the size of Box Boy dropped day and date with a direct. Yeah, and that was, I believe that was last year that we saw Box Boy. Easy Peasy says I would love Mario Kart or Zelda. I want all the games, of course, yeah. Christian says Strikers Charge did have online. Yeah, I don't think it was as good a game on the Wii as it was on the GameCube, unfortunately. So, and hey, maybe. I don't know if it's any kind of a sign. Maybe not. But Next Level Games, they made Strikers. They made Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion 3 has an incredible multiplayer. It's a shame that all those games aren't online, because they are a ton of fun. But they know what they're doing, and they made Strikers, so maybe they're like, yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Super Nintendo says instead of Zelda 35, I'd love some sort of new Four Swords or Triforce Heroes. There you go. That would be all right. As long as it's executed well. I feel like those games have always struggled a little bit. So as long as it's executed well, it could be great. Hoffman says I need a big AC update. So Hoffman has 3 islands dedicated to cataloging. One has all the items, another one has all the tops for clothing, and the other one has all the bottoms for clothing. So he doesn't need any more big updates for Animal Crossing. We'll never see him again if there's any kind of a big update for Animal Crossing. So, Easy Peasy says some 64 games. I think we are ready. I think we're ready and kind of waiting for a big update to Nintendo Switch Online. Like, when are we going to get some Game Boy titles? When are we going to get some 64 games? I think we're all ready for that. There's a massive library of Game Boy games that would be great to have, not only the original Game Boy, but also the Game Boy Advance. Like, bring it. I'm ready. I am ready. So, yeah, and then Super Nintendo's talking about the Mario stuff dropping in Animal Crossing. I think it's going to be an event. my fingers are crossed that it's going to be Mario showing up on the island, and it's going to be like, just like we had, you know, Toy Day and those other holidays. That's kind of what not necessarily Mario, but like, you know how Isabel's the Easter Bunny or whatever. Put her in a Mario costume. I think it would be kind of fun. Van says, ready for some Game Boy games. Easy peasy said Game Boy games would be cool. Yeah, so there's plenty that they could announce. There's plenty. And we know it's anniversaries for multiple series. F-Zero, Mario Kart, Zelda, Metroid. So this could be this could really be a big year, especially since it's funny because when you look back on last year, I think everybody kind of looks at it like, what really came out? And there was a lot of games, but I feel like there was a handful of they were a little more niche, right? Instead of like the main games, you know, Zelda, Mario, that kind of stuff. I think 3D All-Stars and Animal Crossing were kind of the main series that drove last year. But there were still, I mean, Clubhouse games, Xenoblade Chronicles, Hyrule Warriors, like Nintendo still had a pretty decent showing. But I think this year could be even better, as long as current world circumstances don't leave us, you know, in a bad situation. So we will see. Let me know what you think in the comments. What are you hoping we see from Nintendo this year? Do you think we're going to see a Nintendo Direct soon? Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.